All right, so a combined function means exactly what it sounds like. You are going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide two functions. So you're combining them by adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. So if you can add, subtract, multiply, and divide, you're good. Two functions. You're going to add, subtract, well, I guess you could add or subtract, multiply, or divide more than two functions. We're going to stick with just two. Okay. So these are the two functions we're going to use for 1 through 5. This literally just means you are going to add them together. Don't be too proud to write it out. Okay. When you skip writing stuff is where you miss things. So you're going to just take the first function, 2x squared plus 3x minus 1 plus, and then put the other function, x minus 4. To be honest, that's really the only quote unquote work that you can show. So if you mess something up in your head, at least show me that. And then you're going to put like terms together. So it'll be 2x squared plus what? 4x, good. And then minus 5. That's it. Yep. That's all you got to do. All right. Now, subtraction, negative signs are the most commonly missed thing ever. So write this step out. For this one, f minus g. So you're going to take f of x, just copy that down, 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. But you have to subtract all of g of x. So you have to distribute a negative sign into this. So that would give you minus x plus 4. Do you see what I did there? They're both opposite. Okay, so like you're distributing a negative sign into there. So make sure you definitely write that step out. I guess if you skip it on this one, fine, whatever, but definitely write it out when you're subtracting. And then do your like terms. So it'll be 2x squared and then plus 2x and then plus 3. Oh, and those didn't factor, but if you get something that factors, don't. We're not factoring. That's not what this topic is. I'm not grading you on factoring. When you get your answer, you're done. Please don't do anything else to it. Okay? Now, what do you notice is the difference between 2 and 3? Between this one and this one. They're flipped. Okay, so instead of f minus g, it's g minus f. Write it out when it's subtraction. You're going to take g of x. In this case, that's the x minus 4. And you're going to subtract all of f of x. That means you have to distribute a negative to each of these. They're all going to change their signs. So it's minus 2x squared minus 3x and then plus 1. Good. So when you're subtracting, you just distribute the negative through the second function. And then you're going to put the like terms together. Technically, it doesn't matter what order you put them in, but I'll be happier if you do it in descending order. So it'll be negative 2x squared. And then what? Put your like terms together. Good. Minus 2x. And then minus 3. Now I want you to stop and look. What do you notice about your answers for number 2 and number 3? So if you do f minus g and you're really confident you did it correctly, when you go to do g minus f, you can just distribute a negative to each of those and that'll give you your answer because it's just the other way around. Okay. Or you could work out the problem. It's not like it was a whole lot of work. So I mean, either way, whatever, it's going to give you an answer. All right, this one, oh, why does it say find twice? Probably because I copy and pasted it. Oops. All right, so find f times g. That's a little tougher. We're going to multiply them together. So we're going to take our f of x times g of x. It's not hard. It's just a little bit tedious, but you guys have done this successfully in the past. So I believe in you. You can do it again. You're just going to distribute everything to each other. And here's how I would do it. I'm going to take this x and distribute it to all 3 of those. And then I'm going to take the negative 4 and distribute it to all 3 of those. Do you remember when we were doing the polynomials? It was 2 units ago. And you had to distribute everything to each other. Like you wrote out the factors and you need to distribute them all. It's just like that. So this will be 2x cubed plus 2x squared minus 1x. And then if you distribute a negative 4, it'll be minus 8x squared minus 8x plus 4. No, negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4. Oh, did I do a copy error from the original problem? Oh, I did. I am so sorry. Thank you. I was probably looking at that one. Ooh, okay. So wait, what's that going to change? That's going to make this a 3. And then that's going to make this a minus 1. Oh, thank you guys. Copy error. Copy errors are awful because it means that you know how to do all the math. You copied something wrong. And they can happen to anyone, as I just showed you. All right. So then we're going to put the like terms together. So 2x cubed, and then what would this be? Minus 5x squared minus 13x plus 4. Okay, cool. I trust you guys to speak up if I make a mistake. All right, division, you're going to take f divided by g. That is synthetic division. If you're doing this divided by this, what number will go in the little box off to the side? Good, 4. And then do your countdown. It's 2, 3, negative 1. The remainder will probably not be 0. We'll tack it on at the end. So bring down the 2, and then it's multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. So 4 times 2 is 8. Add, you get 11. You know what this is reminding me of is the bonus on the last test. You guys did well on that. A lot of you got some or most of it. It was really good. All right, 4 times 11 is 44. Our remainder is 43. So how do you write the answer then? It would be good. 2x plus 11. Good. You just tack that on at the end over the x minus 4. So as you guys are trying them, I'll write up the answers to the first 2 so you can check them. Don't forget to do the checking part, because I get a lot of people that'll do the problem and then not check it. And it's like, well, you got to make sure your answer's right. All right, so it sounded like these 2 went okay. What can you do for number 8 to not do any work? Because this is f minus g. If you want to do g minus f, just negate each of these. So that would give you positive x squared minus x minus 3. Or you could work it out if you were like, hey, I don't trust myself, or you just want to check it or whatever. All right, this is the multiplying one. I will make sure to not do a copy error this time. So I would distribute the x to everything, and then distributing a 1 isn't going to change it, but you still have to do that part. So this would be minus x cubed plus 2x squared plus 4x. And then again, when you distribute a 1, basically you're just copying all that stuff over. So you get something that's like this long, and then you're going to put the like terms together. So that would be negative x cubed minus x squared plus 6x plus 4. Did anyone get the same thing? Yeah. What did I do? I got plus x. Oh, that's correct. 2 minus 1 is 1, positive 1, plus 6x plus 4. All right, and then the division, what number is going to go in the little box off to the side? Yeah, good. So whatever makes that 0. So negative 1, and then your countdown is negative 1, 2, 4. Again, the remainder is probably not 0. I mean, I guess it could be, but it's likely that it won't be. Let me extra check everything I did there. There, does that look right? Negative 1, 3, 1. Anybody? So it would be negative x plus 3 plus 1 over x plus 1. Did that all go okay? Okay.